Stan Marsh. He's the so-called normal one on South Park. But the truth is, nobody stays normal for long in this town, and Stan's just like that. In fact, some of his worst moments affect us more than any other character, because deep down, we can see a bit of ourselves in Stan. Whether he's grappling with political exile, family drama, or emotional heartbreak, Stan's low points are some of the most painfully relatable and absolutely gut-wrenching moments in South Park's history. Today, we're taking a closer look at Stan Marsh's absolute worst disasters. These aren't just bad days, these are the moments that broke him. Let's dive in. Stan's hell begins in douche and turd, when he's expelled from South Park for doing something sensible, refusing to vote in an inconsequential election. Rather than take sides, he decides simply not to participate at all, and gets bounced out faster than Cartman can yell, "Respect my authority!" Where does he go? Out into the forest, naturally, with PETA activists closing in on him.
Don't worry, we'll free you!
Just sit still for a moment.
Oh, thank God.
Get off of him, you filthy human!
This is one of the worst moments in Stan's life because it's a turning point in his disillusionment. Banished by his friends and neighbors, he's abandoned by people who should protect him. He finds himself in a place where logic has no seat at the table, quite literally surrounded by people who care more about freeing horses than helping a 10-year-old kid. In the wild, Stan learns a hard lesson about democracy from his new animal rights friends.
You don't belong here, Stan. You should return home.
I can't. I was banished for not voting.
That's when Stan realizes it doesn't matter what the election is, the choice will always suck. Having this explained to him by those who hug llamas for fun's sake is so much worse. Stan ends up heading home, ready to face the music and cast his vote.
See in action, put your freedom to the test. A big fat turd or a stupid douche, which do you like best?
It's a very sad moment, because it shows that Stan was right. His vote doesn't count, and neither does anyone else's. His face says it all. This isn't about winning or losing, it's about realizing how useless the system is. Next, let's talk about Shelly Marsh, Stan's older sister, who likes to bother him a lot. It's hard to be teased by a brother or a sister, but Shelly doesn't just tease Stan. She makes his life very hard.
Shelly, before you beat my face into a bloody pulp again, I just want you to know that you're my sister and I love you.
Shelly continues to insult and hurt him. What makes this time so bad for Stan is that he feels weak. He can't run away from her anger, and their parents do nothing to help. Things only get worse in chickenpox, when not even being sick in a hospital bed keeps Stan safe from Shelly's anger.
No way, dude. We're gonna watch Terrence and Phillip all day. Ow! Get me out of here!
This has got to be Stan at his worst. Sick, weak, and still getting hit by his sister. The fact that their parents let them fight alone makes it even harder. But at least Stan tries to defend himself in his own way. In this music video, he stands up against bullying, kinda.
Hey guys, don't pick on Butters. That's not cool. You can't do that. Bullying? Did you know that in America?
This may seem strong at first, but the actual truth is that Stan has to do this in order to be able to deal with his bullying problems, hence showing how much he's been struggling. This would be one of the worst times for Stan, because it really portrays how far he'll go just to get heard, and how it doesn't change anything within his situation at all. In the episode Stan's Got a New Friend, Stan is guilt-tripped into coaching a pee-wee hockey team, something no 10-year-old should have to deal with.
How do I look a 5-year-old child in the eye and tell him he's not gonna live? You tell me, coach! You tell me how!
Stop it, Jack!
Because of all their sorrow, Nelson's parents laid it all on Stan, so he had to act like a second parent. Now, this is an unfair situation for a 10-year-old boy, and just when things can't get any worse, Stan's team has to go up against the Detroit Red Wings. Spoiler, it's a total disaster.
The Detroit Red Wings will be playing the Park County Pee Wee Hockey Team.
Stan has to watch his team of kindergartners lose badly while the crowd cheers. The emotional weight of this experience, knowing he's failed as a coach and as a helper to Nelson, is almost too much to handle. Finally, Stan breaks up with Wendy, and it turns into one of the most hurting moments. Let's have a look at how it starts.
My locker?
Every time I see the condition it's in, I just want to cry. It just keeps getting messier and messier. I think you have a problem.
Dumped for having a messy locker? That sucks. But the really painful moment about it is that it's not just the breakup. It's Stan's incapacitation to deal with his feelings. Wendy's ultimatum feels like a metaphor for everything Stan can't fix in his life. Then comes the big finale. Wendy's breakup with Stan for good.
What's going on? You didn't hear? Hear what? The troll skank hunt, Kyle. He was all over the internet last night.
No, that's impossible.
It wasn't him, Kyle.
For Stan, it's another reminder that no matter how hard he tries, things always seem to go wrong. The moment is very sad because it feels so real. Young love might not last long, but the wounds it leaves, they stay. And there you have it, folks. Stan Marsh's worst moments. Despite all that, Stan is the everyman in South Park who teaches us that even the normal guy can be pounded by life's mess. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's hope Stan has at least a single win today.